In today's video, we're exploring Hotel Toranomon Hills, a hidden oasis in the new Toranomon Hills Station Tower. We'll cover the rooms, amenities, location, and food. One big favor before we dive in is to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you like content like this. Welcome into the deluxe room at Hotel Toranomon Hills. Let's take a look inside. Right off the bat, we have a nice city view, but this is not the view of the Tokyo Tower. Flip it around and there's a king-size bed here. And one really cool thing are the light switches. So if you take a look at the light switch, it kind of looks like a switchboard, which is really cool. Throughout the room, you'll also notice a lot of really well-designed lights, especially the high ceiling that has a bunch of accent lights on top. So really cool minimalist design, but a lot of the features stand out because of the wide variety of use of lights. This hotel was designed by the design firm Space Copenhagen, so it's a lot of minimalist Swedish design, which you can see throughout the room. Over here is a very functional work desk, very long, and there's also two types of chairs. So a stool if you want that one, or a padded chair, or if you don't want to do any of those, there is a couch as well. Couch is not bad, pretty comfy, and this is a sofa couch, so very functional. This is the closet area. So although the room is relatively small, it does use a lot of space efficiently. Safe is here, and all the shoe amenities are here. The slippers feel really plushy. Lint roller and laundry bags. And if you're the type that wants to wear hotel pajamas, it's provided here. Yeah, in the corner is a mini ironing board and iron. Flip it around and we have the beverage station, starting off with teas, which are by Jing. This is one of my favorite tea brands. One really nice thing about this hotel is that all of the snacks and non-alcoholic drinks are complimentary. These are refilled daily. So the top are all of the non-alcoholic drinks. Bottom, some of them are alcoholic and non-alcoholic. So just be sure to drink the non-alcoholic ones if you don't want to get charged. Although these are refilled daily, if you have globalist status or if you have access to the lounge, these same exact drinks can be found there, so you don't have to worry about it if you want to drink more than one. Yeah, I wouldn't stress too much about the refills because they're all readily available in the lounge. As you can see, Oh, you hit them! Oh no, they're here. Sebastian took one of the yuzu juices, which by the way are very delicious, from the lounge. They also have lots of snacks in the lounge too, so the snacks are complimentary here and in the lounge. Down here are more complimentary snacks. So we have cacao, some chocolates, and it looks like ooh, giant corn. I love giant corn. These are probably the healthier version of corn nuts and Nespresso pods. Oh, 3.59, that's where we went.
Is this where we went?
Yeah, that's where we went.
People said that's one of the best restaurants they've ever been to and worth the trip.
It's Toranomon Hills. Wow. Do you know what the trick is to finding a good, authentic restaurant? If all the other restaurants in the food court are empty, just go to the one that's most populated with locals. And that was the case with the sushi bar. Anyways, we will jump to that after this. This is a little canister for drinking water, and this is the tap for the drinking water, so it is filtered. Sebastian's really amused by the top here, but I think it's just a cover for the sink. That way, if you put a cup here, it just doesn't fall into the sink.
So Mandy kept ruining it, but basically it makes a cyclone every time. So I think it's like perfectly precision designed, though we can turn it off and make a cyclone. So turn it off?
That's called physics.
I don't think that is. Look, do you see the middle? It's spinning. That's not normal. No, that's not normal.
Did your science museum ever have the thing where you like donate a coin and it like spins down a vortex?
Yeah, but I'm saying that's very precision designed. Look, even the water itself is like, you don't appreciate science.
Very cool Dutch design.
Tell me you don't appreciate science about telling me you don't appreciate science.
I told you, I was the one who pointed out physics. You're clearly not a physics fan. This room basically has a studio feel, so sink is going to be here, and right across is the bathroom area. Automatic toilet seat with bidet functions, and shower is here. So you have the overhead waterfall, handheld. All of the baby amenities are from Nimohamo for Hotel Toranomon Hills. Yeah, made in Japan and all plant-based. Oh yeah, there's also really cool accent lights in the shower. Super well designed and well thought out lights throughout the whole entire room and even the lounge. In case you're curious where we are right here, room 131, and this is a deluxe room. So I'm guessing the standard rooms are these shorter ones over here. Actually, these all look somewhat shorter. So deluxe side and standard side. The hotel has 2 restaurants. The first one is Le Pristine Tokyo, which is spearheaded by Michelin-starred Dutch chef Sergio Herman. This restaurant offers contemporary European cuisine, which blends seasonal Japanese ingredients with Dutch influences. The second is Le Pristine Cafe, which is more casual and where breakfast is served. There's a fitness center on property with various ellipticals and workout machines. I love the high ceilings and windows, and it looks like they transformed a duplex suite into a fitness center. If you want something more robust with an onsen, keep watching for the second gym option. One of the unique amenities of Hotel Toranomon Hills is that the lounge is available for all guests to enjoy. There's a wide variety of drinks, including sparkling water, coffee, teas, and juices. My favorite drinks are the fruit juices, especially the pear one. Snacks are also available throughout the day and include some of the same ones that you'll find in the room mini bar, like the potato cubes. The lounge has incredible views of the city and Tokyo Tower. There's also a wide variety of spaces. The first floor reminds me of a co-working space where you'll see a lot of people throughout the day working on their laptops or having meetings. Most people use the lounge to relax and enjoy a drink after meals. The lounge also has luggage lockers, showers, and lounging rooms upstairs. We booked this stay using World of Hyatt points. The hotel is part of the Unbound collection by Hyatt. If you want to learn more about the cards that earn flexible points that transfer to Hyatt, I'll leave a link down in the description box below. Make sure the offers are competitive, but using the links helps support the channel, so thank you in advance. The hotel is located in Toranomon Hill Station Tower and has direct access to the mall. This tower is a key component of the Toranomon Hills complex, an emerging international hub and global business center in Tokyo. You can find a wide variety of restaurants on the upper levels and basement floors. This tower is more convenient than the Andaz since the subway is in the same building. I'm sad to report that the large Toranomon mascots are no longer on display, but his gift shop is still here. Hopefully, he'll be back soon. If you go to the 5th floor, hotel guests get complimentary passes to Carappo, a luxury well-being facility offering a gym, hot baths, sauna, and meditation. This type of facility is the largest of its kind in the city center. It's based on the concept of reset for creative life, and it offers a wellness experience that is essential for modern people who are pressed for time and work. It's different from the conventional sports gyms and more of a luxurious experience. For dinner, we found a standing sushi spot in the basement of Toranomon Hills Station Tower, and it's run by people who have been working at the Toyosu fish market for over 50 years. The vibe is super chill and walk-in only. You order from an iPad, so there's English and Japanese, stand at the counter, and you'll have fresh sushi in minutes. It's perfect if you're on the go or just want a quick quality bite. One pro tip is that if you want the omakase sets, go for lunch or a super early dinner, since a lot of the fish options were already sold out for the day. Some of my favorite items were the shrimp, amberjack, and abalone. The fish is super fresh and tasty. I would happily eat here again. Good morning. It's breakfast time and it's going to be at the Le Pristine restaurant. There's a breakfast buffet along with an a la carte menu, and this is what we got from the a la carte menu. Sebastian ordered sweet potato pancakes, and I ordered the Hokkaido rice with egg. In addition to the a la carte, there is a very small but mighty buffet. So tons of pastries, and then the hot items in the middle. There's like mushrooms, chicken, fish, and then miso soup, lots of fruits, and then regular breakfast items like oatmeal, and also juices. All right, let's dive into the egg. Ooh, that is perfectly cooked, nice and runny. So yeah, it looks like thinly sliced bacon, egg, and furikake in the rice bowl. Oh, that's really good. So the egg makes the rice incredibly smooth, and then the furikake adds like the saltiness to it, and then a lot more flavor with the super smooth bacon on top. Little hints of crunchiness, which is a nice surprise. Yeah, definitely recommend this item if you want something savory. For the record, this is Sebastian's order, so let's try his sugary pancakes. It's not as fluffy as I was expecting. This is more like a dense cake-like texture. Yeah, not really a fan of this item. If I had to order again, I'd go with the egg dish. Next item on the list is ramen. You can find hundreds of ramen places in Tokyo, and you really can't go wrong. This one happens to be in Toranomon Hills because we were working all day and just wanted a quick and cheap bite to eat. So these are the prices, and I ordered this one. So it's a soy sauce-based broth, and this is how big the bowl is. Oh yeah, that's like super salty, but it's like a nice, enjoyable, thick bone broth, so pretty good. I also ordered a side of gyoza to share. That is so good. Noodles are medium size in thickness, super bouncy, and it's also perfectly cooked al dente, and it absorbs the flavor of the broth. Noodles are super flavorful. And let's try some pork. Nice, tender, and fatty. Yeah, definitely recommend the ramen here. Okay, let's try the gyoza. Dipping it in some soy sauce. That's a really good gyoza. Crispy on the outside, juicy on the inside, and super flavorful as well. Pleasantly surprised. Yeah, that's solid. Overall, Hotel Toranomon Hills is a hidden oasis in Tokyo. I love the overall design, complimentary lounge, and amenities. Service is amazing, and the location is convenient since the subway station is right downstairs with plenty of dining options. If you're curious about how it compares to the Andaz Tokyo, I'll link a video below. Both hotels are part of Hyatt and within 10 minutes walking distance from each other, but they do have different vibes. If you made this far in the video, leave a sushi emoji down in the comments below and I'll try to heart and respond. My question to you is, what are your thoughts on Hotel Toranomon Hills, and would you stay here? Also, what are some of your favorite places to eat in Tokyo? Let me and everyone else know down in the comments below. See you in the next one.